how do you define balance?
The way that I define balance is this, that you are giving enough energy to each facet of your life in a way that makes you feel comfortable. Balance does not mean giving an equal amount of energy to everything, because there are certain points in your life. Let's put it like this. Let's say that you are at a point in your life where you say, I want to create a new business. I want to create something that's going to take a lot of my attention. For you, at that point in your life, balance may mean putting a ton of energy into that and not quite as much energy into your personal relationships.
Right.
Does that mean you're out of balance? Absolutely not. What it means is that you are directing energy towards the places that you know it needs to be directed towards in that moment in time. So to me, balance doesn't mean equal energy. Balance means dedicating appropriate energy to what needs to be, to the parts of your life that need attention at that given moment. So that can, of course, change and evolve through time, and it often does.
That is really good. Okay, I'm just taking that in. Okay, okay, I got that. So if that is your definition of balance, how would somebody go about in achieving it? Would they take a step back and look at what really needs their attention at that time, and then focus on that, and then move, kind of feel their way through life? I mean, how would you say, how do they get it? How do I get balance? How
I do it on a daily basis so that I don't feel out of whack is what I do is I keep a little list of what are the things I need to get done. What are the priorities that are happening in my life at that moment in time? Some of them are very granular, like pay whatever bill. Some of them are a little bit bigger, like put together a plan for this new project, right? So whatever it may be, I put together a list of the things that I have to do at that point in my life. And then I prioritize those things. And I recognize that I do not have the energy or desire to do everything all at once. So I say, what's reasonable on this list that I can accomplish? And then I focus my energy on that. I give myself permission not to give as much attention to things that are not a priority to me at that moment in time. And I think that's really what balance is. It's about using your time in a way that leaves your spirit feeling settled, that leaves your spirit feeling productive. It's not about giving yourself equally to each part of your life, because that's not always appropriate at every time.
Yeah, and giving yourself permission, that's huge. Giving yourself permission to allocate certain aspects of your life or your time to something that you want to focus on.
Absolutely.
And not feeling you have to be everywhere and everything to everyone. That's huge. That's huge. When I talk to people, there are a lot of clients and friends who come to me and say, how do I really achieve balance? I always go to the definition of balance, and I always ask them, what is it that you're trying to achieve when you're trying to achieve balance? Because a lot of people, they say they're trying to achieve balance, but what is it really? What is it really the core of what you're trying to believe?
Yeah,
the question underneath. A lot of people are trying to prove themselves when they are trying to achieve balance. And I always tell people that you don't have to prove yourself, that I feel the opposite of balance is feeling inadequate. I feel like when you feel inadequate, therefore you give too much of yourself, and then, like you said, you become out of whack. So I always ask people to get to that core. What is it that you're really trying to achieve, that you have chosen to label as balance?
Absolutely.
What is it that you're really trying to achieve?
Absolutely.
I think this topic of balance is huge for, I would say, a lot of young adults.
But like we said earlier, no matter what your age is, no matter what your true goal is for this balance, or why you want this balance, the bottom line is that you have to give yourself permission to not be everything to everybody. Balance is, balance to me is almost like the concept of happiness or joy, from the respect that it is not something that will always be there. There will be moments where you feel out of balance. There will be. And that's okay. As long as that being out of balance, however you determine being out of balance, as long as it's there for a reason. You know, for me, I feel out of balance when I work more than, I'd say, about 60 hours in a week. I feel like, oh my God, I'm out of balance. I know I'm doing this for a reason, but this is too much. I feel out of balance. But that's just the thing. I'm doing it for a reason. So I give myself permission at that point in time to be out of balance, not to give as much time to my family and friends, because I know that next week I'll have more time. So I give myself permission in that instance, because I recognize that balance is a destination. It's a direction, not a destination.
Direction, yeah, absolutely. I think that people watching this and hearing our discussion on balance will hopefully become more in tune to the life that they most want to live, because that's really the bottom line.
Absolutely.
Giving yourself permission to live the life that you most want to live.
Absolutely.
And therefore you won't, in turn, will not be feeling out of balance so much when you give yourself that permission. This has been amazing.
These conversations are always amazing.
I know. I have to agree. So I am going to be calling you again for another topic. I don't know what the next topic is going to be.
Well, you just let me know what it is, and I'm ready.
I love it. Thank you so much for giving your time, Malcolm. And for those of you who are interested in hearing more of Malcolm, you can check out Conversations with Malcolm. You can also check out Energy Talk Radio, where I talk to Malcolm about the message that he most wants to give. It's an amazing interview. Check it out. Again, Malcolm, thanks so much for your time, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.